The 2023 New York City Marathon is Sunday, November 5th, and if you're signed up this year, you're probably pumped to ready, set, go. But before you take off running, consider these tips for making it to the finish line. Kristina Centenari, an NYC-based strength coach at Tonal and a running coach at Nike who has experience as a marathon runner, spoke with CNBC Make It about how runners can best prepare for a marathon. Centenari's advice boils down to 3 keys for a great marathon experience: prep, gear and mindset. Here's how you can set yourself up for success for any marathon. Don't miss. Avoid this big mistake. And more tips for new runners, from a running coach and a personal trainer. If you're running a marathon soon, then chances are you're not a new runner. Centenari recommends that beginners train for 6 to 8 months before a marathon to prepare their bodies for running a long distance. Still, even seasoned runners should come up with a plan before a marathon that they stick to prior to the big day, Centenari suggests. It leads to concrete progress, but it also gives you a sense of accountability when you're getting out there, she says. Everyone's plan will look different, but your plan should always include both strength training and mobility, which she calls off-road training, in addition to running. Centenari also emphasizes the importance of taking your rest as seriously as you are taking your running and your off-road training. You can't disregard rest, she notes. If you're running 3 days a week and you're resting for 3, or whatever your split is, make sure that you're resting on those days. And as you're gearing up for the big day, Centenari encourages you to find a community. Community building before a marathon can take different forms, from connecting with people who will be running the marathon alongside you or engaging with loved ones who support you and motivate you. It's a really important part of the process, in my opinion, to be able to have people involved who are cheering you on and are in your corner, she says. But training is only part of the equation. Being in the best shape for a marathon also means having the right gear to support you, Centenari notes. Number 1 is going to be fuel, she says. That is something that you figure out and navigate in your training in the weeks leading up to the marathon. Generally, Centenari suggests consuming gels, goos or easily digestible carbohydrates every 30 minutes for energy. It can be tough on your stomach to eat solid foods when running a marathon, unless that's something that you do often when running and know works for you, she notes. However, even those who can have solid foods during marathons should avoid foods that are high in fiber, she adds. For hydration, Centenari strongly recommends slowing down at water stations throughout the marathon and grabbing a small cup of water. Grab water even when you don't think you'd need it, she says.